This video is going to be on sketching graphs using X and Y intercept method. So to sketch a graph using X and Y intercept method, let's first define what is an X and Y intercept. So if you were to look at a graph that looks like this, this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis, and let's just say you have a graph, a line that happens to go through this point. What we can say is this point that hits the x-axis is known as the y-intercept. So that point right there we call the y-intercept, because this is where the line hits the y-axis. So the y-intercept is defined as where the line hits the y-axis. Okay? Now the next thing we need to kind of understand for this is, what is the x-intercept? So at this point right here, this is where the line hits the x-axis. So this is known as the x-intercept. Okay. And the definition for x-intercept is where the line hits the x-axis. Alrighty? So, I'm going to give you a bunch of steps when completing sketching X and Y method. So hopefully you can incorporate this into the following example. So the first step when you're sketching X and Y intercept method is you need to first find the Y intercept by substituting x equals 0 into the given equation. Okay, so the key thing here is when you want to find the y-intercept, you need to substitute x is equal to 0 into the given equation. Next thing, find the x-intercept. And the way we do that is by substituting y equals 0 into the given equation. Okay, and the third step is plot your 2 points on a Cartesian plane, join and connect your dots. So those are the 3 steps that we need when we're going to solve and sketch a graph using X and Y intercept method. So hopefully now we can go on to an example. The first example I'm going to give you is sketch using X and Y intercept method. So to sketch using x and y method for the graph 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. So this is our question. 2x plus 3y is equal to 6, and we want to sketch a graph for that. So what was our step 1? Our step 1 was to find the y-intercept. So if you go back to this one, the first step was to find the y-intercept. And to find the y-intercept, we substitute x equals 0 into equation. So in this case, we've got 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. Now if we substitute x is equal to 0 into the equation, what we're going to get is 2 times 0 plus 3y is equal to 6. Now what's 2 times 0? 2 times 0 will be 0, so what we get is 0 plus 3y is equal to 6. So when something's 0 there, we can just write it as 3y is equal to 6. And in this case, 3 times something equals 6. What is this something that we're multiplying by to get 6? So in this case, y is equal to 2. Okay, so we need to sketch the point y is equal to on the y-axis. The next step, step 2, x-intercept. And the way we find the x-intercept is by substitute y equals 0 into the equation. So, steps are 2x plus 3y equals 6. So we substitute y equals 0 into there, so that becomes 2x plus 3 times 0 is equal to 6. And 3 times 0 we get is 0, so 2x plus 0 is equal to 6. In this case, we can just ignore that 0, so 2x is equal to 6. So 2 times something equals 6. What is that something going to be? Well, that x in this case will be 3, because when we divide 6 by 2, we get 3. So in this case, we've got our 2 points. X is on 3, y is on 2. So our third step now is to draw it up using a Cartesian plane. So I'm just going to draw a Cartesian plane. This is going to be an x-axis, this is going to be a y-axis. So I'm just going to quickly label 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the next step is, well, where is y is equal to 2? So I'm going to go on my y-axis, and my y equals 2 is right here. And the next step is I'm going to go to x equals 3. Where is my x equal 3 placed on the x-axis? Well, it's right here. Now I've got my 2 points. Step 3 says join and plot the points. Plot the points and join, sorry. So I've joined and I've plotted, and this will be the graph of 2x plus 3y is equal to 6. And as you can see here, as soon as I've done that, I have managed to sketch a graph using x and y intercept method. Okay, I'm going to give you one more example, and this example is going to be sketched using x and y intercept method as well, except let's look at 4x plus 2y is equal to 16. So step 1, hopefully you remember what step 1 is. We find the y-intercept. And to find the y-intercept, sub x is equal to 0. So to find the y-intercept, we sub x is equal to 0, so 4 times 0 plus 2y is equal to 16. 4 times 0 is 0, so 0 plus 2y equals 16. 2y equals 16. Y is equal to 16 divided by 2. Y is equal to 8. That's your first step. The next one is to x-intercept. And to find the x-intercept, we sub y is equal to 0 into the equation. So what we get is 4x plus 2 times 0 is equal to 16. So 2 times 0 is 0, so 4x is equal to 16. X is equal to 16 divided by 4. X in this case will be 4. So now, step 3 is drawing this on a Cartesian plane. So let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we join these dots now, where is y is equal to 8? So I'm going to count. Y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, y equals 3, y equals 4, y equals 7, y equals 8. So y is equal to 8 right here. The next step is, where does x equal 4? So x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3, x is equal to 4. So I've plotted those 2 points. What I can do now is I can sketch and join the lines from there. And I have managed to sketch 4x plus 2y is equal to 16 as a graph. Okay, hopefully this does help, and happy studying.